Welcome back to PST Academy, where we break down the science of swimming so that you can train smarter and swim faster. I've been rereading Atomic Habits by James Clear this month, and it's one of the best reminders on how your training in the pool comes down to your systems, not your motivation. And the timing couldn't be better because the holidays are officially here. Schedules get messy, motivation dips, and your routines get disrupted. But here's the truth, not every swimmer should approach their training in the same way right now. Some of you are locked in training for a race or event this year or early next year. Some of you are training for fitness and enjoyment. And some of you are rebuilding after being sick or falling out of rhythm this fall. And because your seasons are different, your systems need to be different too. So today I'm giving you 3 different holiday training plans based on what you're training for, inspired by a lot of the concepts in Atomic Habits. Before we break anything down, ask yourself one question. What am I training for right now? And answer it honestly, not what you wish you were training for, but what you actually committed to this season. Because from here, there are actually 3 different groups of athletes during the holidays. Group A is your performance athlete. This is anyone that has a race, a fixed event, or a fixed goal on the calendar. You are building towards something specific and consistency matters. Group B is lifestyle and fitness swimmers. You're training to feel good, stay active, and maintain your rhythm. There's no event date. Your goal is sustainability. Group C is rebuilding or restarting swimmers. You've been sick, traveling, overwhelmed, or just off your routine. You're getting back into the water and rebuilding your foundation. James Clear says in Atomic Habits, you do not rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems. Each of these groups needs a different system, a different approach to stay consistent throughout the holidays. So pick the season that you're in, be honest with yourself, and let's build your system. If you're in Group A, you could be training for a triathlon, an open water race, or a master's meet. December is not your excuse month. This is not the time to ease up and tell yourself you'll restart again in January. When I was competing for the University of Florida, we had a 2-week time period during December called Christmas training. And it was the hardest training block of the entire season. We didn't lower the volume, we amped it up. We committed to one thing. We were the cliche: eat, sleep, train. No excuses, no distractions, just discipline stacked on top of discipline. And every swimmer who's lived through that knows that this is where the breakthroughs are made. James Clear talks about identity-based habits. Every action is a vote for the type of person that you want to become. Every workout that you hit this month is a vote for the athlete that you're becoming. Your consistency this month matters more than you think. Your system is simple. Hit every planned workout. Not most of them, not the important ones, every single one. James Clear says the backbone of any habit is consistency. For athletes, the backbone of your progress is showing up for every single workout as you planned. You hit your sessions even if the time of day changes, even if the session feels harder, even if the time of day feels tight. That is how you maintain 100% of your momentum through the holidays and show up ready to go on race day. James Clear has a rule: never miss twice. I'm taking that further. If you are training for an event, you don't miss, period. 0 days turn into 0 weeks, and 0 weeks destroy your momentum. You don't allow them. You stay disciplined, you protect your system. You show up for every session because your goal demands it. Now, that level of discipline is for athletes with a date on the calendar. Not everyone is training for an event right now, and you don't need that level of discipline if you're not committed to that path. If your goal isn't performance focused for the time being, your approach should look very different. So let's talk about Group B. The athletes are swimming for fitness and enjoyment and to feel good in their bodies. Your system is about sustainability, not intensity. You're not tied to a race date, and that gives you freedom. Your job this season isn't to push volume, it's to protect your rhythm. And if you're recognizing that you can't keep up with your full training load right now, that's completely okay. It's not a setback, it's just feedback, and it means that you need to shift your system with the season. This is where habit stacking becomes incredibly powerful. James Clear talks about attaching a new or simplified habit to something that you already do. So, if you're lowering your training volume, pair that smaller swim with another healthy habit to make your routine feel complete. For example, you could do a shorter swim with 5 minutes of shoulder mobility, or a shorter swim with a healthy protein snack right after, or a shorter swim with a 10-minute walk to cool down, or a shorter swim with a hydration check-in, maybe element and water, or a shorter swim with 60 seconds of breath work. This way, even if the swim is 15 to 20 minutes, the ritual still feels strong and the identity stays intact. If you normally swim 3 to 4 days a week, aim for 2 to 3. If you normally do 2,000 yards, aim for 1,000 to 1,500. The volume drops, but the system stays alive. And that's what keeps you connected through the holidays and what sets you up to feel confident and consistent come January. You're not in performance season, you don't need perfection. And when you release the pressure to do it all, training becomes something that supports you and doesn't feel like it's draining you. This is the secret to staying consistent for years, not weeks. So, in this season, choose workouts that make you feel good. The easy aerobic days with smooth technique work and kickboard sets. The swim that leaves you feeling refreshed instead of drained. When you enjoy your training, you keep showing up. And showing up is what builds the lifestyle that you want. Now, maybe you're watching this and you're thinking to yourself, I'm not Group A and I'm not really Group B either. Maybe you've been sick, maybe work exploded, maybe you've been traveling, maybe life got heavy and training slipped. If that's you, that's not failure. That's just feedback that you're in Group C, the rebuilding and restarting season. And honestly, that's where I am right now too. I've been in Group A when I was training and competing for the University of Florida. Since then, I've mainly been in Group B, training for fitness and enjoyment. And if I'm being honest with myself, I recently caught the flu and it knocked me out for a week and a half to almost 2 weeks. Haven't trained, and I'm in Group C. And that's completely okay. This season deserves its own approach. When you're rebuilding, the biggest mistake that you can make is picking up where you left off or pushing it harder. And I say that from experience. I'm rebuilding right now too. I'm not jumping back into my full volume training. This season is all about showing up and getting back in the groove. This is where James Clear's principle of make it easy becomes your advantage. Your goal right now isn't to crush a workout, it's to reconnect with the water and your habit. If that means 10 minutes in the pool, that's perfect. Your body remembers. This phase isn't about performance, it's about momentum. When you're coming back after time off, your feel for the water almost always returns before your fitness, your pacing, or your speed. So don't rush intensity and don't push yourself to make up for the time that you lost. This is your season to rebuild your foundation, your catch, your breathing rhythm, your timing, your streamline, your body position, your awareness for the water. This kind of work has the biggest ROI when you're restarting. It sets you up for long-term progress, not short-term burnout. Focus on stroke quality now and the fitness will follow. This is the mentality that holds so many swimmers back during this rebuilding season. You look at your old times and your old volume and you think to yourself, I used to be able to do this, what happened? Nothing happened. You're just human. Life got busy, you got sick, you took time off. That doesn't erase your athleticism, it just means that you're in a reset season. James Clear writes about identity being built through repeated actions. So right now, your job isn't to match what your old self was, it's to rebuild your identity one small action at a time. Let go of comparison. You're not behind, you're simply starting a new chapter. This is the mindset shift that brings your confidence back faster than anything else. Choose one small win every single session and focus on achieving that. A smoother catch, a relaxed, consistent breathing pattern, a longer streamline, holding pace with control, a quiet, clean kick, a cleaner rotation, or a calmer rhythm. One win per session builds momentum. Momentum builds confidence, and confidence rebuilds identity. This is how you come back stronger, not through intensity, but through intentional, repeatable wins that stack and build into progress. So here's the big picture. Whether you're in Group A, Group B, or Group C, you're still an athlete. You're just in different seasons, and different seasons need different systems. Group A, performance athletes. You're locked in, training for a race or event. Your system is discipline and execution, hitting every planned workout. Group B, lifestyle and fitness swimmers. You're swimming to feel good and stay active. Your system is sustainability, shorter sessions, flexibility, and enjoyment. And Group C, rebuilding and restarting swimmers. You're coming back after time off. Your system is minimums over maximums, technique first, and small wins every session. James Clear says in Atomic Habits, success is the product of daily habits, not once-in-a-lifetime transformations. Each group has its own daily habits. And when you follow the system meant for your season, you stay connected and consistent throughout the holidays. If you want structure this season, whether you're locked in, staying active, or rebuilding, my training programs are all linked below. Just choose the one that fits where you are. I have also linked Atomic Habits so you can pick it up and read it to yourself if you wish. I highly recommend. It's a great read. Thanks for tuning in. Happy training, and I'll catch you in the next one.